debate.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Partridge and welcome to Horse Crazy Rants, where funny facts and opinions collide for one hell of a good time. So saddle up with me because we're going on a Horse Crazy Rant.
Alright, so on today's Horse Crazy Rant, we're going to be talking about the left-right debate. So there's this crazy notion that you should always be standing on the left side of your horse. Kind of like if you magically appear on the right side of your horse, that they may go crazy, or I don't know, something like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about this, and I brought out with me a foal. She was just born in April, and we're using her today. This is Sola, because she hasn't been ruined by this notion of everything always on the left. So she doesn't care if I'm here, la 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 la. Horse does not care, because we haven't taught her that I should always be right here. A few reasons why you might want to start doing things from both the left and right side. One is you might actually have to do things from both sides. What if your horse is lame or something like that, and you need to be able to lead your horse from the right side so that way the vet can better view what they're looking at, or maybe the farrier, so you can be out of the way of the horse. You should be able to switch from left to right to left, whichever side you need to, so that way whoever is looking at your horse or inspecting them can see whichever side they need to. Or let's say this horse, we'll bring her around here, was terrified of this scary metal pen that's up against here. I want to be able to put myself on the side that's scary, because if she's going to jump away and be terrified, she's going to jump away from what is scary, not towards it. So I want to be able to lead my horse comfortably on the side that's closest. So that could be the right or the left. It doesn't matter where that is. You are safest if you're leading your horse on the side of whatever's scaring your horse. That way if they jump away from you, not towards you. Another reason why we want to do things from both the left and right is when we ride, we're going to ask that horse to be able to see us out of both the right and left eye. We're going to be sitting back here, and we want that horse to be comfortable looking at us out of both eyes. So we want that horse equally comfortable and used to wrapping around us right or left. We put that there from constantly being on the left side. Then all of a sudden, whoa! What do you mean I gotta look at things out of my right eye? Horses, they can see something the right or the left. It doesn't mean that they're okay on both sides. They have to get used to having things happen on the one side as well as on the other, so that way they equally don't care. So where did this notion of everything from the left come from? We're gonna imagine that this stick here is a sword, and this is back in medieval times where I've got my weapon holstered, ready to go. And most people were right-handed, so they would reach over with their right hand, draw their sword, and then they were ready to be on battle. Now, this is not a real sword, and I don't think you have a real sword either, so chances are you don't need to keep everything from the left side. And the reason for that was if I've got this on my left side, if I try to get on my horse, it's out of the way. If I were on the other side of the horse, come over here, darling. If I were on this side of the horse and I tried to get on my horse, my sword would be bumping my horse in the side. Alright, so we've got quartz at the mounting block here. We're pretending that we've got that sword in that left side. So that's why they would mount from the left side, so when they swing over, whoops, not very graceful, but the sword stayed on my left side and didn't get in the way of the horse. So now we're going to take a look at the right side. Okay, so if I were in the military and I've got my sword here on my left side, if I go to get on my horse, I now have to hoist my sword up and over my horse, which is kind of awkward. I kind of flopped on her there, and I might end up poking her in the side with that stick there. So that's why in the military times mounting from the left always made sense, because your weapon was always right here. Okay, so mounting from the right or left side, you might have to do this. You might have injured your one leg that it might be hard to get on from the left side, but you're still able to ride the horse, but maybe your joint is stiff or something on the right side that you can't hoist yourself over, or maybe you've done something out on the trail and maybe it's only safe to sort of put your horse on the one side of the mounting block, or whatever the case may be, you might end up having to get on from the right side. Also with your stirrup leathers, if you always get on from the left side, slowly over time those stirrup leathers are going to stretch. And then you're going to end up being imbalanced because the one's going to be slightly longer than the other, and that's going to be straining on your horse. So we want to be able to get on our horse from both the right and the left side. Clearly, she's not bothered by me being on the right side. This is not wrong in any way, shape, or form. I warn my horse that I'm going to get on from my right side. I pat my saddle a little bit. I can put my foot in the stirrup, make sure she's okay with that. Make sure my reins are at a length that I could stop her if I want to, and I can get on. Not dangerous, not crazy, just from the right side. Right, the base.